All right, cool. Everything's good. How you been? How was your day, brother? Everything's good. How you been? How was your day, brother? hmm You this is week 2, right? All right, cool. You can send whenever you're ready. All right, brother. Good luck. See you on the other side. Yes. Yes, sir. All right, cool. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah. All right, brother. Okay.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field, just about set. And today on the hill, Sean Manaea. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Clement gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The pitch. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Lindor. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Here's Andres Jimenez. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Swings through that.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Beatty to first, and that is the inning. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard. Cedric Mullins now at the plate. And there's a strike.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
And a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. And that one is lifted in the air. Varsho sizes this one up. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's Juan Soto. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
0-2.
Runner on the go. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gets to it on to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Back here at Citi Field. Second inning set to go. And now Anthony Santander. Soto really on his horse for it. Puts it away for the out. Digging in, Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. Headed towards the corner. Soto makes his way towards it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now Ernie Clement. Line drive and foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. Nimmo going back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back here at Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. Singy, we saw this team playing in the NLCS a year ago.
And some people were surprised they went as far as they did, but they had a really talented roster. In the postseason, you just need one of those guys to get hot, and good things start to happen.
Yeah, Pete Alonso was that guy last year. It felt like he was hitting a game-changing home run every night.
And the rest of his teammates just fed off that energy, Boog. Francisco Lindor was absolutely amazing. Mets fans will remember his grand slam against the Phillies for a very long time.
But with that said, the only way for the Mets to take the flip to the pitcher covering. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there. 1 out, bases empty.
2 strikes. One and 2.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to Guerrero, and that takes care of Alonso. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty. And it's fouled away. Beatty, in his second season, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Comes up empty.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
That one not close. 1 and 2 to count. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Center field. Varsho makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Back here in Queens, and here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a foul ball. And that one hammered. One away. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1. Here's the tag, and he's out. And the batter is George Springer. Can't make contact with the sweeper. 2 outs, base is empty. Swinging a foul out of play. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Bieber back to work. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And that just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
To third. The throw to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And now here's Jeff McNeil. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2's the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it, and that's a great play for the out. So the lineup flips over, and next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. That one out to right, and George makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth, and now for the Jays, Andres Gimenez. Line drive, and out number 1 on the grab. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Oh, nice play. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressive aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Whips it across, and the Blue Jays go down. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for New York, Cedric Mullins. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Varsho snags it, and there's one away. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Fly to center his first time. In the air, left field. Snags it for the second out. Juan Soto now 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Smoked on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Nimmo has it sized up. 1 up, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Straw, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. This to third, Beatty. Slings to first, and there are 2 down. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Guerrero, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. Clement leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one finds the zone. 1-2. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Mania moved to first. And he's back in safely. Two outs.
Ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Mullins makes the play, and that's the third out. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out. So 2 down now, and here is Brett Beatty. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Good job to fight that one off. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And the Mets go one. Top 6. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Manaea back to work. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Soto moving back for it. That one is gone. And they add a run. It's 3-0. Here's George Springer. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Makes the grab, 2 down. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that is that. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And a big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these
1-1.
hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and
1-2.
stay there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jeff McNeil stands in. Grounded out his first time up. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th
What you
pitch
got?
of just about every at bat.
Nope, he held back. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. 1 down, base is empty. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Kirk to first,
He's
out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone. So now here's the DH, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0 balls,
Well, I
1
think
strike.
the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be
No
lined
balls,
up good
2
enough
strikes.
to get to the finish line.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
He might want to steal second
0-2.
in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And welcome back to the ball. ballpark. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Number 45, Tyler Kinley.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Going back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. So up next, Miles Straw. Pitches in the dirt, and that's ball one. Strike one. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So now back to the top of the order. So digging in, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but
Baden. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. And that's down, a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Varsho checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Didn't go. Clement at third. Guerrero at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Francisco Lindor. Hit in the air, center field. Varsho after it. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
1 strike.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Trying to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Foul ball. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer.
Number 25, Riley.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And a foul ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. George Springer takes him deep. It's 5-zip. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. And that is out of play. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So up next, Bo Bichette. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. Foul ball there. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And it's caught for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back, bottom of the 8th, and now the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Alonso. Now pitching for Toronto, number 48, Anthony Dominguez.
Swings through that one. Dominguez, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. In time. Got him. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. 0 for 2 in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Kirk throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. That one's upstairs, ball 1. On the ground, right side, McNeil. Gets it to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And here is Miles Straw. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Corrals it. 2 down. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Oh, and he whiffs on it. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 33,
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Lindor sends it across the first, and Guerrero is set down, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Dominguez back to work. Fought off foul. And it's fouled away. Ground ball left side. Clement over to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Next is the designated hitter, Luis Angel Acuna. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
2 strikes.
That's inside. And the count is 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So 2 down now, and here is Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The Mets down to their final strike. There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Kirk to first, and that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end
the game. Wes
Bieber with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very